Virgil van Dijk set to go to Real Madrid, and is he fleeing a sinking ship? Liverpool are on the rocks. We might be in a title fight. Liverpool were looking near untouchable when I left you guys last time. You can see here they had a run of 4 Premier League games in a row where they failed to win, including defeats against Sunderland, Ipswich and Norwich, which, with respect to those teams, I feel like Liverpool should be beating. And as for ourselves, well, we took the momentum that we kind of had off the back of last episode and we string it into a really good run of form lately. Now, of course, we did get 2 rather frustrating draws against Real Madrid and Tottenham with last-minute equalisers for both opposition across 2 games. Against Nottingham Forest, we learnt from our mistakes. We went 2-1 up in this game, and in the last 10 minutes, shut down the tactics, played more defensive, and we managed to get the win. After that, we had a game that I knew wasn't going to be easy against Liverpool in the Carabao Cup, and yet we managed to win. Amazing win to get this one. I think this was the game that took us to the semi-final. In the end, it was a gay back-post header from a set-piece, and not long later, another back-post header. Livramento getting linked up with Dorgu. The 2 wing-backs are linking up with one another. I have changed their roles recently. Great to see it pay dividends here. And if you were wondering about that role change, I am trying both wing-backs now as advanced wing-backs, and I'm using this across a few of the different systems that we use for our in-possession formation. So rather than having them be wide midfielders, they just play that a little bit deeper, and I think especially with this system, it's worked pretty well. We kept 2 further clean sheets against Leicester and against Norwich, although in the Norwich game, 0-0. What a frustrating game this was. Look at the match stats. I still don't really know how we didn't score. We did bounce back, though, with an away win at Stamford Bridge, although it wasn't quite conventional. 4-3 this game finished. Bruno Fernandes with a tasty little finish opened up the goal scoring for us. After that, Pedro Neto scored an absolute wonder goal, cutting in from the right-hand side. Esteval got one back for us. Then, well, we went 4-1 up. And well, despite a late scare as Pedro Neto and Nicholas Jackson would get goals, we did hold on for the win. A bit of a weird one, this one. 17 shots we had, a 0.75 XG. I don't know if it's just me. The XG in Football Manager this year feels a little on the low side. Like, just in general, you have a lot of low XG chances. Maybe that's just me. You saw Esteval's goal, it was a worldie against his former club, it has to be said, and off the back of that game where he got a goal and an assist, he ended up getting Player of the Month, in terms of young players, in the Premier League for the month of December, which is really, really promising. The fixture schedule has been absolutely relentless. We've been playing so many games, and that, well, extended into the month of January, where we got a good little win against Brentford to kick off the month. 1-0, Marcus Rashford with the goal. He did get an injury in that game that's going to keep him out for the foreseeable future. After that, Carabao Cup semi-final first leg, we won 5-0. And Amad Diallo, can I just say, take a bow. Played him out on the right-hand side as the advanced wing-back, decided to give Livramento a break, and 2 finishes where he wrapped his left foot around it and found the far side, gave us a nice early lead. From there, he'd actually turn provider as Sesko would knock in a back-post header. 3-0 up at the break, became 5-0 up at full time. And I don't want to jinx it, I think we've got a trip to Wembley coming up next episode. And well, who is to say we couldn't make it more than just 1 trip to Wembley this year, because we are still in the FA Cup. We beat Leicester 4-0. Convincing result this one. Really, really good to get. I think the very obvious thing that stands out when you look at these recent games really is, with the exception of the game against Chelsea, from a defensive point of view, we have been good. And a lot of these games, and I guess I look at the likes of Leicester, Norwich, where technically we kept a clean sheet, Brentford and Leicester in the Cup as well. These were all games where we did elect to play the slightly more attacking 4-2-4 system that we didn't really get a chance to show off last episode. Great to see it work in this recent run of games. I'm afraid to say, though, we're not going to see it in at least the first game for today, because I've got to go to the more conservative system. Don't know if you caught our opposition. First game today, Man City away. Yeah, for all the winning we've been doing, this is going to be one of those tricky games, isn't it? And when I mentioned Liverpool's really poor form lately, this is how the league table is looking. We've got a game in hand on them. If we win this game today against Man City, we would go above them, assuming they're not also playing today, which they might be. Would probably also be foolish not to mention the fact that Man City are only narrowly trailing us, and Arsenal as well. There is a really good, proper 4-horse race, it feels like, for the title this year, which when you look at it, with our low goal difference, maybe we're the least likely team to actually come out on top. But if we could grind out some results, including results in this kind of game away against Man City, that would certainly set us on our merry way. In terms of team news, it is our full strength team. Very pleased to report that. We are, of course, going to be going with that system where we do play the deeper 4-2-3-1, hoping to catch them on the break. Oh, look at that. It's snowing at the Etihad. There's no snow on the pitch yet, sadly. You may have noticed it, actually, when I was showing off the out of possession system. I was last episode using the kind of outlet centre attacking mid. I've actually switched Mora now just to a regular attacking mid, just so he does a little bit more defensively. And I think in a game like this, might be needed. Okay, into this game we go. I feel like we have a chance in this game. We've been on a great little unbeaten run. Man City, though, are right up there, only trailing us by a couple of points. This is a big one. No chances early doors. I kind of consider a win. You may remember we did this fixture, I think, last season, and we were 3-0 down before half-time. I need to see a marked improvement in this game here. Marmouche is bringing it forward. And that has just hit the post. That was scary. Phil Foden over a corner. Plenty of men back for us here. Just the one player left up top. Can we deal with it? Back post it goes. The answer is no. Ruben Diaz scores a set piece. This ball just floated all the way across. I mean, who should have been under it? Who is that there? We can now click and see. It is Sesko. I mean, should Sesko be at the back post? He's big in the air. Defensively, not the best. He has let us down there. In our defence, that was Man City's first shot on target of the game, and it took them over half an hour to have it. And, well, we could respond immediately. That would be good if we could. Instead, though, Bruno's wayward pass could leave us in issues here as we transition back into our defensive shape. Bernardo Silva on the near side, dancing forward with the ball, backhills it, Reinders, Silva, dancing, squares it. Foden has assisted himself. And I said it was 3-0 last year. It's 2-0 here now. I have to say, as good as we are doing in the league, and I know we finished third to end last year behind Tottenham and Arsenal, I do feel like we're not quite there yet. And it's when I compare myself to teams like Man City and we go into these kind of games that I don't truly feel like we go into them as the favourites. There's perhaps the indicator there is work to be done. What did I say about trying to avoid going in at the break? 3 goals down now. I am starting to panic. Admittedly here, they have just taken the chances that have come their way. I thought there was a foul in the build-up. It's not given. Livramento's now dancing forward. Not got a lot of support, the right back. Might need to go on his lonesome. Whips it in. Sesko heads it. Looping header. Trafford had that covered. But you know what? Maybe that isn't the last chance of the half. Maybe we can end this half on a high. It's Mark Gay stepping out, giving it to Murillo. Bruno Fernandes, Mora, Sesko. This is nice. This is pretty. Sesko dropping in deeper. Down the line to Livramento. Players queuing up in the middle. It's floated in. Behind everyone. Cleared away only as far as Dorgu, whose shot only just goes wide. I thought that was in for a moment. I mean, we've had a few chances to end this half. We could have one more right here and now. Esteval near post towards Sesko. Headed away. Can we keep this attack alive? Esteval shoots. Wow, I mean, it's a great end to the half. We've taken the game to them. It's a bit of a shame that the halftime whistle's going to go here because it felt like there was a little bit of a momentum shift all of a sudden. I think in this second half, I've got to be bold, and I'm going to do that by going to the more attacking kind of 4-4-2 system. I talked last episode about why this is a risk, and the risk is basically that they're going to overrun me in midfield. But if we can win the ball high up the pitch, I think that's in our interest now. We need 2 goals. Murillo on a booking concerns me, so I'm actually going to move Murillo from right centre-back into the left centre-back position and then into DM when we don't have the ball, and then we're going to make a sub. We're going to bring in Dijk. We're going to bring him in alongside Gay, and I think that is the only change I'm going to make for now. No Rashford in the squad today. I mentioned that earlier. Cunha is on the bench as an option, so is Mbeumo. Ryan, of course, the striker, another player we could look to bring on. As well, we look to end, or rather start this second half how we ended the first half. We were great in that kind of last 5 minutes, a flurry of chances. Now looking for us to keep it going here. Delict steps out with the ball, plays it to Livramento. He dinks it. That's a sensational pass. It's a beautiful goal. We are back in this game immediately. I got some pelters in the comments for the money I spent on Livramento. Genuinely, might be a contender for player of the season so far. He has been so good. Mora is on a 6.27 rating. It's not exactly inspiring, is it? I'm going to bring in Mbeumo, I think, for Esteval, who's been struggling. I'm going to bring in Cunha for Mora. And do I want to make further changes here? Dorgu hasn't really been at his best on a 6.49. You know what? Rico Henry, come on down. I feel like injecting some fresh legs behind Sesko is going to help us, especially when we don't have the ball, just to help us press, maybe with slightly fresher legs. Saying all of that, I'll be honest, Man City, I think, have had 1 shot on target having scored their second goal. We've kept them quiet. Obviously, we are now playing this more attacking system, but actually, it's worked quite well so far in this game. Away from home, we've not shipped any more goals. I feel like we've kind of become Man City's equals to some extent, but there are going to be times where we need to defend, and this might be one time here. Ball's whipped in. Haaland was offside, but that is a warning sign. I know Sesko's played well in this game, but I need the fresh legs. I'm going to bring in Ryan here and see what he can do. He's been coming back from an injury that kept him out for a little while, But I absolutely love this guy. He is really, really good. I think he is still looking for his first ever league goal. Now would be a great time to get it, Ryan. It's 3 minutes left, 2 minutes left. We'll go very attacking here. 2-1 Man City. I thought there was going to be this inspiring comeback after we scored so early to start the second half. Instead, that comeback has fizzled out into not a great deal. And to make things worse, elsewhere, Liverpool managed to beat Brighton today. I mean, on the one hand, it's Man City away. On the other, I'm just disappointed we didn't create more as that second half went on. I feel like it's important to remember when we look at the season preview, we're actually listed down in 5th. So the fact that we're in this top 4 kind of chase, I think is a positive sign. Naturally, I really wanted to win that last game. Now, in the last 5 games I've played in live commentaries, we've not won a game. I would really like to set that straight today. At the same time, though, I don't want it to be like an easier game. I don't want it to be a Brighton or a Fulham. I want to do it against Newcastle. They had a really high pre-season prediction. They're actually down in 8th right now with Valverde as their manager. They're going to be looking to turn things around. And obviously, I have mentioned that it is January. The transfer window's open. The board have actually taken away all the money at the club. Purely because we've kind of run out of money. I don't think this is something I have to worry about because I've actually spent within the restrictions that they gave me, but we have got a bank balance of negative £200 million. Which does feel like a slight cause for concern. Anyway, I'm going to go away and play a few games off camera. We're going to come back to end the month with a game against Newcastle. Hopefully we can get a win in it, because I'm bored of drawing and losing in live commentaries. Do you ever have a session of Football Manager where you feel like you've just been kicked in the gonads repeatedly? That's been the last hour and a half for me. Having lost against Man City, I was hoping we could bounce back against Brighton, and having got a goal down, we fought back with a De Ligt goal before Buadi scored a bit of a belter. I was thinking 2-1 up, 15 minutes left, we're good. Spoilers, another late goal conceded. Aaron Hickey, back post, right-footed finish into the bottom corner. Secured Brighton a point. In our very next game, we had Ajax in the Champions League. 2-1 down, last 10 minutes, opportunity for a Sembuemo header. The curse of the offside Champions League goals continues. We lost 2-1 there. And whilst we did bounce back with a 3-1 win against Fulham, we went on to lose against Celtic 3-0. 3-0. In this game, I did play the 4-4-2 kind of super pressing system. Statistically, it's mental that we've lost 3-0. But we've not scored. That's always a concern. And let me tell you now, we are bloody lucky. If I go to the league phase here, we nearly bottled it with that 3-0 defeat. We scraped in 23rd. Which I'm going to be honest is absolutely shambolic, and I'm really upset about it. Anyway, that Celtic game was a matter of days away, and having had this really good run of defensive games, that Man City game has just sent us into a downward spiral. So as you can imagine, of all the times to be taken on Newcastle, this is not necessarily the best. And I'm going to go ahead and say it, this is pretty much must win if we want to catch Liverpool. Granted, we do actually have 2 games in hand on them now, but win this game, move within, 5 points? Maybe there's a chance, but when you look at that goal difference, it's not a great chance, is it? So for this game, I'm going to go to our regular 3-4-3, just because as the home team, I kind of want to take the game to Newcastle a little bit, but equally, I think this is the kind of game where Newcastle are going to back themselves to play well against us. I mean, they're predicted to finish ahead of us in the league. And with that in mind, I think they are going to leave themselves open to the counter-attack. And I feel like we've got the quality to hopefully contain them. I am going to give Livramento a rest from this game. He's not going to start against his former club. I'm going to play Diallo there, purely because, to be honest, Diallo has been really good this year when I've played him at right wing back. Our home form is important. Let's make the advantage count. No one reacted. Well, make the difference. Just all of you make the difference and make me proud. Someone do something today. I feel like we win the games that we're meant to win narrowly, and then the games that we should, fight for a chance to win if we want to win the league, we just kind of bottle. Like the Tottenham game last episode, like the Man City game today, like the Real Madrid game as well. I don't know, it's never easy. I'd love an easy game. Okay, Luke Shaw, our former man, I've just spotted, is playing at left back for them today. So this would be a great game to try and get one over on a few of our former players. Is Casemiro starting for them as well? I assume he probably is somewhere in the midfield. He is indeed. So a few of our former players here. Ahmad getting in behind against Luke Shaw, one-on-one. Skips past him, puts it in. Esteval shot. Blocked wide. I'm going to view that chance there as reason for optimism. 10 minutes played in this game. We've been on top, but as the home team, I feel like that's kind of expected of us. We should be taking this kind of game to Newcastle. Like I mentioned, we are playing our kind of lazy front three system where I'm going to let them have the ball here. But as attacks develop, this is where we really need to win the ball and then look to spring the counter. On this occasion, Lookman, oh my word, what a run by Lookman. And what? That's just a disgusting goal, isn't it? Ademola Lookman, I mean, take a bow. Gets the ball, just runs. He's like bloody Roadrunner. Does that make me the Coyote? Maybe. We couldn't keep up with him. He says meep, meep. And to be fair, the shot was actually deflected into the bottom corner. Halfway through this first half, looking at the stats, Newcastle, 1 shot on target, 1 goal. I can't not win today. I need to win today for my own sanity. But then when you look at the recent form, why would you expect us to win this one, really? Ahmad, give me a reason to smile. Cheer me up. It's whipped near post. It's headed away. Bruno's there. Gives it to Ahmad. Can he look to keep this alive? Back post, no one there. Botman heads it away, but it's not the best of defensive headers. Yoro, Murillo. Is this the way to Ahmad, Murillo? It's fallen to Sesko. It's a goal. I was really hoping that was going to go back post to Ahmad, and then I could do the whole Ahmad, Murillo. You know, is this the way to Amarillo? Can you remember that song? If you don't know that song, you're very young. This highlight has started very, very early to play out the entire highlight, hasn't it? Don't mind me. We just have to watch the entire move again. Murillo's run, but here, by the way, absolutely sensational. Not awarded an assist because he went for goal and the keeper parried it. But Sesko has nodded it in. Newcastle with just a spell of possession here, not letting us get near it. And now it's Anthony Gordon dropping a little deep on the right-hand side. Going inside to Casemiro, our former man. Votmade plays it wide to Shaw. Lookman inside. Jacob Ramsey. What a pass. What a goal. I mean, what can you say about that? Isn't that their second shot on target? I think it is. This backheel pass by Jacob Ramsey is absolutely stupendous. The finishing off the post is not bad either, is it? Why can't we do that? Maybe we can. There's another kickoff highlight. It's all action in this game. Esteval. Make it a magical thing happen. Oh, my word. What a ball. Mora. There's always tomorrow, but I need him today. I will say Mora was one of our standout players last year. This year, level has dropped quite a bit. I mean, not to throw him under the bus here as he pulls out a stupendous pass, but he needs to step up. I need him to finish in chances like that. I feel like last year, he finished chances like that. Esteval's going to float it. Sesko, surely. What a save by the keeper. A bullet header downwards. Keeper parries it away. Casemiro wins the tackle. And it remains 2-1. And I mean, what do you say? Look at the stats. Look at the stats. I'm losing my mind. Esteval's picked up a knock. I'm probably going to take him off. Ahmad, can you give me a reason to smile? Near post, Sesko. We're back. 2-2. Second headed goal of the game for Benjamin. Esteval's knock is a little bit concerning. I think we just play it sensible here. I'm going to bring Ahmad forward. And then I'm going to bring in Livramento for Esteval to play at right wing back and right mid. We had been on such a great defensive run and it's kind of just now evaporated, which is a bit shambolic really because it had been our strength. At least today, the goals are flowing. 30 seconds left of the half and it's Lookman who's already scored one wonder goal, bringing the ball forward. On this occasion though, Livramento wins it. Against his former club, he goes bearing down the right-hand side. No real support here, a little bit isolated. Gives it in the end to Basuba. Played forward, Mora. Lovely build-up play, Mora. Livramento shoots. It's deflected in. I don't care. It's 3-2. I did also remember there as we saw Basuma get involved in the play. If you're wondering, where's Buadi today? He needed a rest. We've played so many games and I have just got to rotate in spots. And yeah, the youngster wanted to have a nap. Maybe it's a good job he's had a nap. We're winning without him. I mean, on the balance of play, we absolutely deserve that. It was mental that we were 2-1 down. Livramento already got a goal to his name now. Could he turn provider here, the right back? Ball at his feet, trying to find a route to get the ball into the box. Skips inside, dinks it to Ahmad, shot blocked. Falls to Rico Henry. Bruno tried to pick out Henry with the little give and go. It's cleared away by Newcastle on the back foot though. And that gives me some optimism that we're not done yet at 3-2. I feel like there's more goals for us here. Look at the stats. Look at the chances we've had. We have absolutely dismantled them. Buadi's had his rest. I need him on the pitch now. He is going to come on at left back. Dorgu also getting a rest for this game is going to come in. And I am just thinking, do I want to change more here? I think for now I'm going to save 2 subs. Mora's got an injury. Mora has an injury. That is slightly concerning. I mean, we'll bring in Mbuemo. I'm going to hope that's not too serious. I also realised that was my final stoppage. So I probably should have made 2 subs there. Okay, you know what? We're 3-2 to the good. I now just want to see out this game. We're going to drop back here. Livramento and Ahmad swap around and the rest of the team now makes sense here. I know it shows a warning sign. It's a load of poppycock. That is a load of nonsense. Let's just sit a little deeper, see out this game. No nonsense. I just want to win in a live commentary. It's as simple as that. I just want to win in a live commentary, please. Don't do it, Football Manager. Let's get another goal. Go up the other end and let's get a goal. Dorgu fresh off the bench. You should be running at the defence like nobody's business. The left wing-back skips inside. What a run this is. Can he find someone in the middle? There's players queuing up. Man at the edge of the box as well. It's Bruno. Back to Dorgu. Inside. And then Buemo cues his shot wide. I think it was blocked, but that was a chance. There's 5 minutes of added time. Why is there a highlight? Why is there a highlight? What are we doing here? I'm here to ask, what are we doing, Football Manager? Please, no. Please, no. Stop. 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 Why? I'm changing the system back. I'm changing. Why did I change it? I don't want to watch the highlight. I don't want to watch it. This is beyond a joke now. How do I stop conceding last-minute goals? If I don't change anything we concede, if I do change stuff we concede. They've had 3 shots on target. They've drawn 3-3. We're in an awful run of form and I needed a win. I'm distraught. We should have won that match. I mean, I just want to go off and cry if I'm being honest. I mean, Liverpool, 7 points clear. I'm not catching them if I can't win games like this one. Mora is out for 4 to 7 weeks. Well, I said his form hadn't been the best lately. That is tragic. Esteval, thankfully, only out for 1 day. So, you know what? It could be worse. Kind of. I mean, obviously, we've got the Champions League to be scheduled very soon, that being the knockouts. In the Carabao Cup, we won the first leg 5-0 against Villa. So next episode should be coming back for a Carabao Cup final. So that would put a smile on my face. What is less satisfying is this recent run of form. I mean, that is just depressing to look at, isn't it? Today's been shambolic. Tomorrow can only get better, I hope. A cup final awaits, unless we really bottle it against Villa. I'll see you for that tomorrow. I'm going to go have a cry now.